Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our lively and insightful forum on workplace etiquette. My name is Waliza Sari and I will be your moderator for today. We are here to discuss one of important issues which is focusing on various aspects regarding workplace etiquette. In today's diverse and dynamic work environments, mastering proper workplace etiquette has become an essential skill for individuals aiming to excel in their careers. Workplace etiquette refers to the expected norm and behavior that individuals should follow in professional environment to promote a positive and respectful atmosphere. This skills is significant for ensuring effective communication, positive relationship, and creating a harmonious atmosphere. When it comes to working in office or other professional settings, etiquette should matter. It defines how you present yourself and interact with those around you, regardless of whether they are your co-workers, supervisor, or board members. By recognizing it is important and adopting these principles, both individuals and organizations can thrive. Practicing good workplace etiquette can contribute to effective communication, collaboration, and harmonious work environment. That is why in today's forum, we will be diving into key aspects and tips. We are all putting our best professional foot forward. But first of all, we are fortunate to have an amazing lineup of speakers with us. Let's take a moment to introduce them. Our first speaker is Ms. Naja. Second speaker is Ms. Ayuni. Third speaker, Mr. Ukasha. And last but not least, Ms. Liana. Thank you all for being here and sharing your time with us. Let's dive into our discussion with some engaging questions. Let's start with the fundamental. Ms. Naja, when we think of workplace etiquette, professional behavior and personal responsibility often form the bedrock of an employee's reputation. From your perspective, how do elements like punctuality, dressing appropriately, and taking accountability shape a person's work ethic and overall professionalism?
Okay, hi and good afternoon everyone. To our respected moderator, Ms. Waliza, my fellow panelists and audience who watch this talk show. First of all, I want to express my gratitude for inviting me to this program and thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts regarding workplace etiquette, specifically on the topic of professional behavior and responsibility. Okay, professional behavior and responsibility are very important in every individual because it reflects a person's attitudes, disciplines, and also respects towards their job, their colleagues, and also the organization that they work for. Employees who display professionalism will help to create a positive work environment, improving teamwork between teammates and also increase the reputation of the company. Today, I will focus on three important aspects under this issue, which are punctuality, dress codes and appearance, as well as accountability and work ethic. Okay, first, let me begin with punctuality. Punctuality means being on time and managing time properly. In the workplace, punctuality is not only about arriving at work early, but also attending meetings on time, completing tasks according to the deadline, and also respecting other people's time. Employees who are punctual are usually seen as responsible, reliable, and disciplined individuals. For example, when an employee consistently arrives late to work or submits their task after the deadline, it can affect the productivity of the entire team. Other colleagues may need to wait projects will be delayed and it can create negative impressions toward the employee. On the other hand, punctual employees show commitment and professionalism because they understand the importance of time management. Okay, next I would like to discuss about dress code and appearance. Okay, a person's appearance plays a significant role in creating first impression. In professional settings, employees are expected to dress appropriately according to the company's policies and work environment. Dressing professionally shows respect toward workplace, clients, and colleagues. For instance, employees working in corporate sectors are usually expected to wear formal or smart attire because it reflects professionalism and confidence. Meanwhile, in other industries such as healthcare and manufacturing, specific uniforms and safety attire may be required to ensure both professionalism and safety. Next, besides clothing, personal hygiene and grooming are also important aspects of professional appearance. Maintaining cleanliness, neatness, and proper grooming reflects self-respect and discipline. A good appearance can also increase self-confidence and helps individuals to communicate more effectively with others. For example, when you meet a client and you dress nicely, it will convince the client to engaging with you. Okay. Lastly, I would like to talk about accountability and work ethic. Accountability refers to persons' willingness to take responsibility for their actions, decisions, and performance at work. Employees who are accountable do not avoid their responsibilities or blame others when mistakes happen. Instead, they admit their mistakes, learn from them, and work towards improvement. For example, if an employee makes an error in a report, a responsible employee will acknowledge the mistakes and try to fix it immediately rather than denying responsibility. This kind of attitude helps build trust and respect among colleagues and employers. At the same time, accountability is closely related to work ethic. Work ethic refers to a person's attitudes towards work, including dedication, honesty, discipline, and commitment. Employees with strong work ethic are usually hardworking, motivated, and willing to give the best effort in completing tasks. A good work ethic is important because it contributes to higher productivity and create a positive working culture. Employees who are committed to their responsibility inspire others to work efficiently and cooperate better as a team. In conclusion, professional behavior and responsibility are essential elements of workplace etiquette. Punctuality teaches us to value time and responsibility. Dress code and work ethic build trust. Dress code and appearance helps to create professionalism and positive impressions, while accountability and work ethic build trust, disciplines, and dedication in the workplace. As future employees and professionals, we should practice these values consistently because they not only benefit our personal growth but also contribute to a healthier and more productive work environment. That's all from me. Thank you, Ms. Moderator.
Thank you, Ms. Naja. You have highlighted the importance of having professional behavior and being responsible as an employee. For second panelist, Ms. Ayuni, why are mutual respects so vital even in a more casual office environment? Specifically, how can employees successfully navigate boundaries, support teamwork, and handle inevitable conflicts professionally without letting things like office gossips or rumors ruin the dynamic?
First, respecting boundaries. Every employee has different personalities, comfort levels, and working style. Respecting boundaries means understanding personal space, respecting privacy, and being mindful of how we communicate with others. For example, we should avoid interrupting co-workers during important tasks, forcing personal conversation, or making jokes that may offend others. In a casual office, people may become very comfortable with each other, but we still need to know the limit between being friendly and being disrespectful. When boundaries are respected, employees feel safe, more valued, and more motivated to work. Second, handling conflict professionally. Disagreements are normal in every workplace because people have different ideas and opinions. However, the way we manage conflict reflects our professionalism. Instead of raising our voice, blaming others, or spreading negativity, we should communicate calmly and focus on solving the problem. Listening carefully, being open-minded, and showing empathy can help prevent small misunderstandings from becoming bigger issue. A respectful approach to conflict creates a more positive work environment and strengthens relationship among colleagues. Next, supporting teamwork. A successful workplace depends on cooperation. Teamwork becomes stronger when employees respect each other's contribution and support one another. This can be as simple as helping a colleague who is struggling with a task, sharing ideas during discussion, or appreciating the effort of team members. In a casual office environment, teamwork also help build trust and friendship among employees. When people feel respected and supported, they are more confident, productive, and willing to contribute to the organization's success. Okay, for the last, I began to office gossip. Although gossip may seem harmless or entertaining, it can seriously damage workplace relationships. Gossip creates misunderstanding, lowers trust, and can hurt someone's reputation or feelings. A respectful employee avoids spreading rumors and chooses positive communication instead. If there is an issue with someone, it is always better to discuss it directly and professionally rather than talking behind their back. A workplace without gossip is more peaceful, respectful, and united. So, in conclusion, respect is important even in casual office environment because it helps maintain professionalism, strengthens teamwork. In casual office environment because it helps maintain professionalism, strengthens teamwork, reduce conflict, and creates a positive workplace culture. A respectful workplace is not only better for employees' well-being, but it also improves overall productivity and cooperation. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ayumi, for your insightful. Mr. Ukasha, communication is the lifeblood of any organization, but it can easily go wrong. How should employees approach communication to ensure it is both respectful and effective? Could you share some key etiquettes we should follow when it comes to emails, team messaging, running meetings, and even handling respectful disagreements?
Alright, thank you to the moderator and hello everyone. So, based on your question, I would like to talk about professional communication in the workplace. Communication is very important because it helps employees work effectively and avoid misunderstanding and build good relationship with colleagues and clients. For example, when employees communicate clearly during a project discussion, tasks can be completed more smoothly and efficiently. And first, employees should communicate respectfully and clearly with everyone in the workplace. This means polite language, listening carefully when others speak, and expressing ideas professionally. For example, instead of speaking rudely to a colleague who made a mistake, an employee can say like, maybe we can improve this part together next time. Therefore, respectful communication can create a positive working environment and improve teamwork. Next, written communication is also important, especially through emails and messaging platforms. Employees should use proper greetings, clear subject lines, and polite language when sending message to others. For example, writing like "Good morning," I would like to ask about the meeting schedule. It sounds more professional than simply writing like when the meeting. As a result, professional written communication help employees deliver information more clearly and effectively. So, lastly from me, communication during meetings is very important too, whether online or face-to-face meetings. Employees should arrive on time, pay attention, avoid interrupting others, and stay focused during discussion. For example, like employees should mute their microphone during online meetings and when they are not speaking to avoid distraction. Moreover, good communication during meetings show professionalism and respect towards others. In conclusion, professional communication is very strengthened workplace relationship and create more productive working environment. Thus, every employee should practice respectful and effective communication in their daily work. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pasha. You have highlighted the importance of professional communication in workplace settings. Ms. Yana, the workplace look very different today than it did few years ago. In your view, has workplace etiquette fundamentally changed with the rise of remote and hybrid work? How do we manage things like generational differences, social media, professionalism, and maintaining healthy work-life boundary in this modern era?
Good afternoon and thanks to our moderator and panelists. So we have discussed about professional behavior and responsibility, respect and teamwork, and professional communication. Now, I am going to talk about something we all experience like almost every day, which is about modern workplace etiquette. Nowadays, when people hear the word etiquette, they usually imagine super formal rules like how to shake hands properly or how to write emails that sound like they came from the year 1990. But little did they know that workplace etiquette today is actually more about respect, communication, and knowing how to work well with different people in different situations, because work has changed a lot. So some people work from home and some people work fully online. Some people communicate through meetings while others communicate mostly through voices and video notes. So naturally, workplace behavior has changed too. So today I will be covering 4 main issues, which are remote work etiquette, social media professionalism, work-life boundaries, and generational differences at work. So as we know, remote work really common over the past few years, and honestly many people enjoy it because it gives flexibility and comfort. But at the same time, remote work created new challenges. For example, communication becomes more important because you are not physically around your coworkers anymore. People cannot always tell your tone through messages and misunderstandings happen very easily online. So that means joining meetings on time, muting your microphone when you are not speaking, and paying attention instead of doing something else in the background. Another important thing is responding professionally in chats and email. You don't need to sound robotic, but a simple communication matters. What can I say here is remote work also requires trust. Just because someone is working from home does not mean they are available every second of the day. Respecting other people's time and availability is a part of good workplace etiquette too. Now I am going to move to social media professionalism. As we know, social media is a huge part of our life. More people post their opinions, photos, and daily activities. But one thing many people forget is that what we post online can sometimes affect our professional image too. I am not saying this because people cannot have fun online or express themselves. Of course they can, but there should still be awareness and responsibility. For example, posting confidential workplace information, insulting coworkers publicly, and making offensive comments online can be seriously damage professional relationship and even career opportunities, because sometimes people think they have every right to do so, but in reality once something is online, the screenshots and reposts can spread very quickly. The third topic that I'm going to talk about is work-life boundaries. Honestly, this is one of the most important issues today, which is modern work culture sometimes encourage people to always be available. Messages come in late night, emails arrive during weekends, and many employees feel pressure to respond immediately. But healthy boundaries are necessary. Having boundaries does not mean someone is lazy or uncommitted. In fact, people work better when they have proper rest and personal time. For example, employees should feel comfortable taking break, using vacation days, and disconnecting after working hours. The coworkers should also respect those boundaries by avoiding unnecessary communication outside work hours whenever possible. A healthy workplace should support both productivity and well-being. At the end of the day, the coworker should know that the employees are human beings and not some machine. And lastly, I am going to talk about generational differences in the workplace. Workplaces often include multiple generations working together, from older employees with many years of experience and to younger employees who bring fresh ideas and digital skills. Sometimes these differences in communication styles can create misunderstandings. Means older generation may prefer formal communication, structured schedule, and traditional workplace system. Meanwhile, the younger generation may prefer flexibility, faster communication, and more work-life balance. Neither side is completely right or wrong. They simply have different perspectives shaped by different experiences. The problems happen when people rely too much on stereotypes. For example, assuming younger workers are lazy, or assuming older workers cannot adapt to technology. Meanwhile, in reality, every generation has strength that can benefit the workplace. Experienced employees provide knowledge and stability, while the younger employees often introduce innovation and new approaches. So to conclude the issues, modern workplace etiquette is not just about following the formal rules. It is about creating respectful and healthy working environment. Whether we work remotely, interact online, manage personal boundaries, or collaborate with people from different generations, the basic values like communication, professionalism, empathy, and respect will always remain important. And I hope this talk gives some useful insight into navigating the modern workplace more effectively. I think that's all from me. Thanks, Ms. Moderator.
Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Anna, for your information. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw to end of our session, it is clear that workplace etiquette is much more than just a set of arbitrary rules. It is foundation of thriving, professional, and respectful community. Today we have learned so much from our wonderful panelists. Ultimately, practicing good etiquette does not just make us a better employees. It is build a harmonious environment where everyone can succeed. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our brilliant panelists for sharing their valuable insights today. And to all of you in the audience, thank you for your time and active participants. Thank you very much, stay safe and have a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you.